Hello, 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 everyone. This is Eva with Stitching in the Interlake. How's everybody doing today? Well, today is Monday, the 22nd of May, 2023. Today would have been my husband's 66th birthday. So I wish him a happy birthday up in heaven. Yeah. So, anyway, I want to thank you all for joining me on yesterday's video where I did a how-to demonstration, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, video on how to do lacing. So if you remember, this was the one that I worked on yesterday, okay, and this is where it's all done, okay. So I'm very happy with this one, and see, it's not too bad. I mean, it's a little bit here, but I don't care. I don't care. It looks good as far as I'm concerned. You won't notice it. It's not like it's like way over here or something, and then you've got, you know, I think it's pretty close. So, but that's all that there is to lacing. It's not difficult, you know. You just start in the middle and you just go, and then yeah, what I do is turn it over, and then I will start here in the middle, and I will work my way back and forth and get into these corners here. You know, I would not recommend, like this one here is serged on the edge, okay? So I would not recommend cutting it to get the corners, not so much there on the corners, because I would be worried about it unraveling. Now, if it's not serged, I would say go ahead. I don't know. I'm not sure about fray check, you know, how good that is and how long lasting it is. But I think it's pretty good. It'll do well in the frame, whatever frame I get. I'm going to look on Wednesday when we go to Stonewall. So, but yeah, so that's it. There's nothing else to it. But I want to thank you all for your really kind comments and how much you enjoyed the video and it taught you something. And it is a new skill. Gotta make sure here I've got 3 threads on here. Yep. It is a new skill, and it may take a little while to get the hang of it. But if you can do that where it's to your satisfaction, and then you take it into a framer like that, that will cut your costs down quite a bit. And then at least you know what, that it's going to be, you know, the way that you expect on the back. Like, I don't want them, like sometimes they sew down the edges, and I don't know. I'm not, nope. And I can tell you after the fiasco here with my Autumn Queen at Michael's, I tell you, no way. No way. So I was not happy when I got that, I can tell you that. And if you're wondering what it is, there are black marks on the canvas. And that must have been from somebody with dirty hands, or they'd been doing something else and they didn't clean their hands off properly. And that's what happened. They tried to blame it on me, and I said, no way. No way. I would never bring it in like that. I would never, 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 never. And I've been stitching for over 50 years. And more like 55 years now. And no way. No way. So, but yeah, so it went pretty good. I was quite pleased. And I'm quite happy that my numbers went up again. I'm up to 566. I'm only 3 off of 570. So, 4 off of 570. So, like I can, count. Oh my gosh, I tell you. But I was so tickled pink. So if you're just new here, oh, thank you so much. Oh, it just does my heart good that that you would choose my channel to follow, to subscribe to. I am just so thrilled. So as you kind of know, or what I've alluded to, is that I'd like to get up to 600 subscribers by the end of the year. Do you think I can do it? Do you think I can get there? And of course, I need 1,000 subscribers to get monetized. And yes, that does mean having ads put in, which I'm not fussy on, but you know what I do? I just sit there with my remote control like this, and as soon as it says skip, I think it's skip ads or something like that, I press OK, and I get past it. So for the few seconds that it's on, I can deal with it. So, and sometimes I just leave them on and go to the bathroom. Because I know I have to go to the bathroom, so I just leave them on. So, but I am looking forward to getting monetized. I don't know how much they send you, but it's, yeah, every little bit helps, I can tell you that. So, yes, my Rosie is performing excellently. I did order a basket yesterday from Amazon and a couple of mirrors because I can't turn my neck that tightly anymore. I used to be able to, but it's kind of sort of seizing up there a little bit. It doesn't want to turn as far. I have good peripheral vision, but it's not. Yeah. So I am working here on Pink Castle. I don't know where my picture is. Oh, wait a minute. That's Sydney. He knocks everything down. That's what it is. They call it Pink Castle because I guess it's pink. It kind of sort of looks like a castle. It's more like a house to me, but that's what they call it. Pink Fairy Tale Castle, whatever. So right now I am kind of over here. So Yeah. So I'm hoping to get more stitching done today. I do want to go for a bike ride. I do want to go for a bike ride, though. And I did go yesterday afternoon. It was kind of good. I went quite a ways, and I was back within 20 minutes. So I do want to go, and I got to stop in at the credit union, put the money in from my old Rosie, which I was so happy to sell. Oh my gosh. It's funny, yesterday Paul was saying after church, he said there that where he lives, and he's based out of St. Laurent, they're looking at getting a bunch of tricycles for some of the seniors in town. They can rent them, I think is what they're going for. Or it might be for, you know, the care home or something, you know, or seniors resources or something, right? And I think that's wonderful. But, yeah, it's so nice that I am more mobile. My legs have got to get used to it, though. And it does take a little bit of getting used to those, you know, you're using muscles that you haven't used for a long time. And so yeah, it's really good, and I feel really good when I get home. Really good when I get home. And I do, as soon as I leave the driveway, I'm on a little, just a very slow gradient going up. And it's not very far. The grade is very little. But I can tell you, you don't notice it. You do not notice it when you're walking or you're, you know, you're driving or something. But you really do notice it on the bike. So, but I'm going to get used to it. So, but we're supposed to be getting rain over the next week. So, I'm not happy about that. So, yeah. So, I am, like I said, I got dishes to do. I'm just watching, well, it's on mute, but I'm just watching Agenda Free TV. And they've got about the attack on they are the Freedom of Russia Legion and Russian Volunteer Corps, two groups of purported Russian rebels, and they claim to have taken over Belgorod in Russia. I think Belgorod used to belong to Ukraine. And now these freedom fighters are trying to, you know, free up Belgorod. And they had some videos there, and that you could hear gunfire, and so sad. Oh my gosh, it's so sad. It's so sad. It's so terribly sad that you know, people would do this. And I mean, like, they're neighbors. They are you know, people that Ukrainians are Russians and Russians are Ukrainians. And it's just like us here. Hello? Hello. Oh, okay. I'm just doing my video. So, come on over and sit down for a bit. So, until I finish. And, oh, okay. That's it?
I'm up there. We're going to start cutting.
Okay. All right.
I took your screen off because it was half off.
Okay. So, anyway, yeah, it's just like Canadians and Americans, right? We're neighbors. We're cousins. We're a lot of we're family, basically, right? Because there are Canadians in the U.S. and there are Americans in here in Canada. So, yeah. But it's just sad. It's just unbelievably sad. Unbelievably sad. So, John's out there cutting grass, and Juliet, I guess, is doing weed eating. And so I have clothes to hang up, and hopefully they'll dry today. And that, so if you hear something out front, it's the lawnmower. So, but yeah, and Lilybell is laying here. And Sydney's outside, unless he came in when when Juliet came in. So I'm not sure. But yeah. So have you all been starting to get your counted cross stitch together? You know, those of you who already are doing counted cross stitch, then you've got your set. For those that are have never done counted cross stitch or are just kind of a newbie at it, perfect way for us all to get back into it. And like I said, it does not have to be something huge unless it is that you're already working on something. Okay. So I'm just going to be working on ones that are about this big around. They're not full cross stitch. It's just a partial. So, and then when I finish that, I will show you how to do the mounting or the stitching, lacing on it. So, yeah. So anyway, but gosh, I'm telling you, I have trouble talking. Happy Victoria Day to anyone everyone here in Canada. And if you're not here in Canada, well, then for the day you can be Canadian. And you can celebrate Victoria Day with us. Now, Victoria Day, it used to be to celebrate the birthday of Queen Victoria. Okay, and Queen Victoria was the reigning monarch when Canada became a nation in 1867. Okay, but most people now just call it, well, some call it Victoria Day long weekend, and others just call it the May long weekend. So, and yeah, it's technically the first long weekend of the summer. That's how a lot of people refer to it as. So, yeah, just as long as it's a nice day today. My grass out here really needed to be cut. So they're only down to one riding lawnmower because the other one, Juliet ran over some plastic yesterday, and by the time she got the lawnmower stopped, it had already broken the belt. And so she asked me to order a couple more there, so I did that. So, but it won't be in until next week. So, but she's out there whippersnippering, and John's riding the tractor. My birdies have been coming there to my new bird feeder. Well, they're not out there now because John's out there, but yeah. So, but they'll be back. They will be back. So, but yeah, I am slowly coming to the end of the time that I want to work on this. I'm hoping that I can get all this red finished, which is 453. And I'm having a little bit of eye pain this morning. Just a little bit. Like enough that I can notice it, and my right neck is a little bit sore. So I'm hoping it's not going to develop into anything. So, but yeah. So on Wednesday, I'm going to be continuing to work on Lotus Blossom for our Flowering May or Blooming May or whatever you want to call it. And for June, so just the Wednesdays on June, and however long you want to work on it, you can, we'll be doing the counted. Okay. So this will give all of you who normally work on counted that we will all join you in stitching. Oh, John's having a little bit of trouble out there. He's having a little bit of trouble. It's their one and only lawn tractor right now, so hopefully it's okay. But they have so much lawn, to cut. They really need one of those bigger ones, that turns on a dime. So, because it would cut their mowing time down by a lot. Oh, people. And I was talking with Father Paul there yesterday, and a couple of the other ladies were asking how Rosie was. And like I did there on Saturday, that I'm sitting there and that oh, he's having trouble somehow. Yeah, it's not, it must have stopped. It must have, well, no, he's up there. So, but anyway, they were asking about Rosie. And so then I said, oh yeah, it's a wonderful bike, and it's like I go vroom, 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 like a motorbike. It's so funny. It's so funny. But yeah, I'm out there just a vroom vroom. Of course, there's no motor on it. It is all leg power. All leg power. So, yeah, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm really, really enjoying her. So, and I can cover a lot of ground with her. So if you're considering on getting a tricycle, get one with a good seat, preferably the one there that has a little bit of a backrest. And if you can find one used, go for it. Go for it. Mine has a back basket, and then I'm getting a small basket for the front, which will also be pink. And I will have the mirrors. I just need a horn, and I need a couple of whip aerials or a slow moving sign. I told them there at the Co-op hardware, I said, I'd like a slow moving sign, not a wide load sign. And yeah, you got to laugh at yourself, right? So anyways, okay, I am going to, so I did that here, and I will just continue working here. And I will see how far I can get on this, but I am slowly losing interest. So we will see. We will see, because I've got others that are calling me now, and I put a lot of good effort into this so far, but I will be picking it up again for sure. So anyways, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be well, may God bless you this day and every day. God loves you, and so do I, and so does Miss Twinkle Toes herself, Miss Lilybell. Jonah, I don't know where he is. I don't know if he snuck outside. I don't know where Sydney is. I don't know if he's still outside. I don't know. So, yeah. So please remember to like, share, subscribe, comment. I really appreciate all of those likes and comments. And yes, share, 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 share. Make my channel grow. And yeah, and there is the dedicated Facebook group, Stitching in the Interlake, and all you need do is answer the question, who are 2 of my 3 sidekicks? Okay? So you must answer that question, and you must have 2 names down. If you know all 3, great, go for it. But 2 names for sure. Okay? Otherwise, I will not approve of it. Then there's the dedicated email address, stitchingintheinterlake@gmail.com. All right, everybody, I guess that's it. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you back here tomorrow. Thank you, Jesus, for being my Lord and Savior. Thank you for saving me from my sins. Thank you for being there in my darkest and deepest moments. Thank you for loving me like you do. Thank you for caring enough for me and dying on the cross for me, that you would see that my sins would be forgiven. And that's a prayer I pray for all of you as well. So have a wonderful day, and yep, keep on stitching there, and we'll see you here tomorrow, God willing, of course. Toodle-oodles, everybody.